If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what is the power of asking questions and why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Silverman, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. All right, questions. I can sit down with you right now and I can ask this question. What did you do last night? Now, here's the thing. You don't have to directly answer me. You don't have to even verbally commit to anything, but you do have to think about the question that I asked. Okay? So you can use questions to shape ideas, to shape processes, to shape issues, and be aware that most people don't ask good enough questions. They just ask whatever's coming into their head. They don't ever study. They don't ever think like, what question should I be asking? Right? Is it the right question? And questions can lead to control, right? So in sales, there's a guy named David Sandler. He created the Sandler sales technique. And in Sandler technique, they got this thing called reversing. And if somebody makes a statement or asks you a question, the reverse is, that's a quite interesting question or statement. Why'd you ask that just now? Like, it's your way to deflect information. So where the power comes in for you is you can gain control in a process, right? So heads up. There's all sorts of videos out there where citizen journalists or even people who get pulled over talk to a police officer, right? And the police officer controls the conversation from frame control. They're in charge. They've got the badge. They got the gun. But they use questions to frame everything. You answer a statement, they ask you a question. You ask them a question, they ask you a question. You can model this and take a look and say, oh, I see the playbook that they're working off of. Right? They never answer a question directly. Whenever you watch any of these interactions, somebody asks a question and they're like, how do I not answer this question? Oh, I know how to not answer this question. I'm just going to either A, pretend that I didn't hear it, or B, I'm going to change the topic. You can learn from a lot of different industries and see how people are using it. Am I saying this is what you need to do? No. What I am saying is you could take a look at it and model and take the best from it and say, here's how I can use questions. Now, here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, better communication, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go to this email or this website in a browser, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, your phone number. I'll send you emails, right? Don't want emails? Don't sign up. Want emails? Sign up. That's an easy way for you to do it. So questions are powerful. And if you really map out and think through the questions that you're going to ask, you get extra brownie points, let's say. You get extra ability for you to move forward through a conversation. And when you tie questions to timing, when you can be quiet for a long time, then one of the things that you're going to find is it really does help you get to where you need to be. Now, I will give you fair warning. You do not want to ask why questions. You definitely want to ask what and how questions. What and how questions are going to get you to where you need to be, because why makes you feel like you're under the microscope and it makes you feel like you did something wrong. So what and how questions are going to be the type of questions that you really want to move forward with. And be aware that here's what happens is you're going to find that when you ask better questions, people react to you differently. When you learn how to time your ability to be quiet and ask questions, people will absolutely react to you 100% differently. And you'll find that you get more of what you want. Now, it does take a little bit of work. It's not something that happens like, oh, I watched this video with Scott today. It's not something that happens immediately tomorrow unless you got some super ninja skills, which most people don't have. I would say get really skilled at watching questions. So, one of my favorite TV shows that's no longer on is Suits. You got Harvey Specter and Michael Ross, right? Louis Litt, all the people on that show. Look at the questions. Look at the way they ask questions. It's an attorney show. You never watch Suits? You should. It's good for salespeople, right? And it's an awesome show, by the way. But just look at how they use questions as a scalpel instead of like, hey, I'm going to bludgeon things with it. You got to know that there's extra power. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button. Click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend and start asking better questions. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.